Well, hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Pontiac Vibe. So, the elections yesterday. That wasn't a landslide. That wasn't a wave. That was a fucking tsunami. I mean, I don't know what else to call it, but that wasn't no damn wave. That was a tsunami. Okay? Democrats just blew this election out of the water. There's nothing else we can say here, and I want to clarify that's a good thing. I'm sure we all know that, but just for anyone who's watching 10 years from now, Democrats in these small elections here they just blew it out of the water. I mean, they won. I'm pretty sure everything. I mean, not even just, in Virginia, gun control also passed. I mean, there was even the bills that were Democratic were passing, which is just what the hell? I mean, that's almost too good to be true. It's almost weird, It's almost like, hell, I hate to say this, but it's like, man, you could almost come up with some conspiracy theories. Wow, did they win? Or ooh, But honestly, let's be real, for y'all conspiracy theorists out there, I want to go ahead and shut you down right now. Donald Trump is still in office. Republicans still have control of fucking everything. So, exactly how is this supposed to work? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's whatever, but I'm just letting you know it's not going to go far with me. The conspiracy theories. All right, so let's move on to the next topic here. Trump is pissed, right? I mean, obviously Trump is pissed. I mean, fuck, what kind of news is that, right? He's always pissed, but I mean, he's really, really, really pissed, okay? So pissed that, of course, Trump being Trump, that I hate even saying that because that sort of like sane washes what the hell he does from day in, day out, because there ain't no insane about the man, But Trump being Trump, he like created himself a little award. Y'all see that? Like, look it up, You know what? Hold on. I'm going to try to Google it right now. I got my second phone out here. We're going to open Google Chrome. Oh, shit. Yeah, continue as me. Sorry, this phone ain't set up yet. But he created himself like this little award. Chrome, I'm trying to do a video here. Trump's election award. Okay. So like from today, 2 day after elections. See, I'm not finding it. Hold on. Sorry guys, a little bit of a delay. See if I can find an image of the stupid thing. Come on. Oh God, no, I'm not finding it. Not right away. I don't know what he called it, but there was this little plaque that was created for Trump, I'm sure by him in some way. At least when news went around about it. That I'm not looking too hard, so just let it go. But about like basically is awarding himself for winning the 2024 election. Okay, it was a year ago now, whatever. Now, Trump did say something, though, in his little meeting he had this morning. He said a few things that were actually interesting. One of the things that Donald Trump did say was that the reason why Republicans lost is that, well, he's not on the ballot, or he wasn't on the ballot. You know what? I 100% agree with Donald Trump on that comment. The only Republicans are not liked. They have not been liked for a long, long time. And you know what? To back this up, John McCain lost to Obama. Mitt Romney lost to Obama. Until Trump. And hell, even Biden won against Trump in 2020 for that little short period of time. So Republicans actually, we put them on this pedestal, but really they have shit. They really, honestly, if it wasn't for Trump, they'd always be coming in second place. Well, I don't know, but I mean at least that's what history has sort of shown. I don't want to give any false hope about the future elections, but I mean, that American people might not be as dumb as we, or at least I, make them out to be sometimes. I mean, you all still voted for Donald Trump. So, I mean, to me, it's not even so much Republicans as the fact you voted for Trump. I mean, you even voted for Mitt Romney. you know, not my favorite candidate ever, but, you know, I get why. You know, he's a Republican candidate. You have more, you know, conservative values. I can sort of see why you want to vote for Mitt Romney. Donald Trump? You need to understand something. Donald Trump is not voting Republican at all. Donald Trump is voting as Donald Trump, the dipshit that Trump is. And all he did was steal all the thunder and bullshit from Republicans. I'm telling you, inside, the Republican Party hates this because they know once Trump is gone, they are fucked. They cannot deal with that. There is not going to be someone that can replace Trump because people, the Trump supporters don't give a fuck for Republicans. They want Trump. They'll never say that, but they want Trump. They don't want Eric Trump. They want Donald Trump, you know? And they don't want J.D. Vance. No, they want Donald fucking Trump. They don't want Republicans. They want Trump. And that's the reality. I don't know what the fuck it is about Trump, but they really just fucking... honestly, it's because Trump is just... He will just say, F all. You know? Even Mike Johnson, when asked about some of the just outright stupid ass shit that Trump says and does, Mike's just like, you have to ask President about that one. I don't know, because he doesn't want to talk about it. and that's him trying to defend and blow the question off, but it's actually really more him defending himself for the future, you know, whatever future he thinks he has. But I don't know. Anyways, but Trump is pissed right now. He made that comment, and I believe it. I think that Trump is... Now people don't like him right now, but Republic, especially right now, and the American people have, by the way, woken the fuck up. Trump, what might have worked in 2024 even, that's gone. There's just that wave of people that thought you might be better than Kamala Harris. 2024 was a year ago, and look how much has changed in that time. This is why I say, guys, look out for the 2026 midterms. So much more can change again. So... let's take a look at my notes here. So, yes, this conveniently happens just as a shutdown. Yes, so this election could not have been better timed in the sense where Donald Trump is now at the helm of now the longest government shutdown in United States history. Not only did Trump lose... not Trump, but the Republicans under Trump lost all these elections to Democrats in this fucking tsunami we had. This government shutdown is now the longest in history, and Donald Trump and the Republicans, of course, because they're spineless and have decided to not yet tell Trump to F off, we're going to now solve these problems. Trump and the Republicans are at the helm of this, and they are responsible for this. They're doing everything they can to sell you, every last little thing they can do to sell you that this is a Democrat shutdown. The Democrats are asking for one. We've already talked about this in nauseam on this channel, but let's do it again because apparently some of us, the Republicans over here, cannot seem to fucking get this through their heads. Of course, they know deep down, but they're not ever going to say it. All the Democrats want is to make sure that you, the normal everyday Americans, continue to get health care. Decent health care benefits, as decent as it has been. That's the fuck it. Okay? Now, I might be thinking, well, if it's not been working, why do they keep doing this? Because the Republicans haven't even met with their Democrats once to negotiate on anything. It's been a solid, we're not going to negotiate with you. You have to sign our bill. End of story. Guys, that's not how this works. That's literally not how this works at all. That is just not how this works. Again, I've made this analogy before. That's like going to a car dealership, looking at a car, finding the car you want. The car's priced at $28,000 and you offer $16,000 and you just refuse to negotiate further. You slap you like, I don't know, write on a sticky note or something, 16,000, you know, and you slap it on the sales guy's desk and you say, I'm fuck all out of here unless you agree to me right now to sell this car. And sales guy's going to be like, I can't help you, man. I'm sorry. I'd love to sell you the car, but I'd love to sell you the car. Don't get me wrong. It only makes me look good when I sell the car, but I cannot help you. I simply can't come to that. You know, I'd love to negotiate with you and find a price that we could still both do and work with. We're both going to have to cut some stuff out on each other's ends, right? That's what Republicans are refusing to do. They're refusing to say, no, I'm not going to buy this car you can't do that. You have to negotiate if you want to get the deal done. If you want the deal to get done, you can't, well, I would just open the government. Yeah, that's as telling the sales guy to sell you the car for $16K and then come back and negotiate a higher price. No, that's not going to happen. That's not how that works. So, yeah, the Republicans right now, they are at the helm of this, and they are, you know, this is the thing. Trump is now the worst president in history as far as is concerned. Trump has made history in making the largest, in contributing to the largest government shutdown in history. I don't know about you, but that screams, it honestly, to me, it's like just on the cusp, if nothing else has been. I think that this, plus so many other things that Trump has done that's horrible. Let's, again, remember the White House and everything else. Trump has to be the worst president in American history. Who would be worse? And if you're gonna be like, well, Obama or Biden's the worst one, okay. I mean, tell me you're not a Trump supporter, while telling me you're a Trump supporter. Or some shit, you know, it's like, but still, it's like, dude, that's just, no. You cannot, you literally don't even have the facts to back that up, so don't even go there. So, there's not much else to say about this, guys. Honestly, this was just, wow. Amazing turnout last night. Now, I actually do want to talk about one more thing. Here's the thing. Trump is pissed. Republicans are pissed, okay? You've already started seeing little bits and pieces today with Trump giving himself that little award and whatever. Republicans right now are at the mercy of this fascist fuck we have in office right now, okay? Their boss is pissed at them because they didn't get the job done, and now it's their ass. What I'm getting at here is Republicans are going to feel all the same heat that Trump is right now. And I say, we have a year before the midterms. That's plenty of time for the Republicans to turn this around. More than enough time. Last night was a great win, and we fucked it hard. Democrats did. I'm sorry. I hate to use fucked up analogy, but that's just the way we did. I mean, that was amazing. With that being said, we cannot act like, I mean, that was a very tiny election, right? We cannot act like this is it. This is a great turning point, but it can be turned back around. This can go anywhere. We need to make sure that we keep this energy up, and that's why I will honestly probably not stop posting these videos until well after 2028. I'll be honest, probably never. Because I think there's always going to be a problem in some way. But we have to keep this energy up going into 2026. It is way too early to celebrate now. Now, great win last night, but we have got to keep working on this. I will say the American people are fucking fed up. I'm not talking about the MAGAs. The MAGAs actually make up a small majority of the American, probably like 35, if that, percent of this population. The rest of the American public, the ones that actually Trump managed to win this time around, these people are fucking fed up. And you know what? If you don't believe me, go back to all my videos. Sorry, not sorry. Self-advertisement here, but hear me out. go back to all my videos and see the overwhelming majority of people that have absolutely loved my content. As in, what I'm saying is they're happy to see someone like me coming out and speaking up about this. There's actually, I could probably count maybe like 5 or 10 negative comments that I've gotten. And really, otherwise, people are overwhelmingly upset with Trump. People, I mean, in my own, I didn't even really know how badly they hated Trump until I went back and looked at my comments. I mean, you guys have, I'm surprised. When I started making these videos a couple weeks ago, I thought I'd be talking to a wall for a month and then finally give up. That was my expectation. And you all have come out of the woodworks and are like, no, we hear you. And we're so upset with this. So guys, not just for me, because I appreciate y'all coming out and subscribing and watching my videos, but also we need to keep this energy up to 2026. Okay? We cannot give up on this now. Actually, even after 2026, because I predict right now if this energy keeps up, which I'm pretty sure it will, but I think people get spoiled and lazy when Democrats take back power of House, Senate, and presidency, because they think, oh, we're saved, we're good, everything's great now. Well, it is in the short term, but as we all know, we see after 4 years, Trump's first term was not enough for people to remember that. You would think after Trump's first term, especially after losing to Joe Biden, that would be it. Like, people were done. There was no way Trump... I mean, I believed it. I believed that Trump couldn't win in 2024. I believed it. I was wrong. And so I'm telling you right now, we need to learn from this, and we should never, ever, ever act like that Trump will be, that Republicans are, I'm losing my marbles here. We can never, ever, ever think for a second that we're out of the woods, right? It might be a good time. We might be in power, but Democrats may be in power, or whatever a good party, I should say, might be in power. But besides that, we have to remain vigilant and we have to keep this energy up. People cannot ever forget that this can turn back around on us. Finally, my last point here I wanted to make. Rambling videos. My last point I wanted to make. Trump and the Republicans are going to do whatever they can to turn this around. They will do whatever they can to turn this around. They are going to create some bullshit talking point or create a huge problem, whatever. But they are going to try to turn this around. Now, I'm telling you right now, just after the election, Trump continuing to say that he's not doing anything for SNAP benefits and he's not going to allow SNAP people to eat. I mean, that's just not politically smart, Donald Trump. That's why your bullshit Republicans are losing elections. Because you straight up are doing the shit that you're doing. You're being a horrible fucking human being. Anyways, so be on the lookout for this. And do not, and again, as soon as you start seeing this rhetoric come up, all this shit happen. Remind people what we're dealing with here. We need to keep this energy up. And yes, that means we have to, listen, I realize that in normal times, we never get this political at work or, and I don't like lose your job or some shit over this. I'm just saying with family, with coworkers, where it's mildly safe, I guess, things like that. Talk about this, right? Be polite, be respectful. Don't be in people's faces, or things like that. But we need to be talking about this. Keep it light and casual. Make it comfortable for people to talk about, but talk about it with people. Because then people don't feel so isolated. People feel like they can come to you or they can talk to you about these important issues. Talk about it. Now, people don't always welcome it, but most people honestly feel like they can't talk about politics and religion. They always say, don't talk about these things bad. And I have honestly always disagreed with that. I think it's okay to talk about politics, religion, so long as you keep it respectful and civil. It is okay for people to disagree, so long as it's respectful and civil. Excuse me. I've talked too long. My throat's starting to dry out. But that's my only point, guys, I wanted to make is just we need to keep this energy up into 2026. So, great job, Democrats. You know, we're on the right track. Let's keep it up. 2026, we have a year to go. As we've seen this past year, a lot can change in a year, but we can do it, guys. We can get there. We can get these, if we can flip the House and the Senate, flip seats where Democrats take back control, we at least we are on the right track. We got to keep this up, though. You can never stop. There has never been a moment, and there never will be a moment where I will tell you, and I think it will be okay for you not to vote, not to care about politics. Honestly, I've always been frustrated by that. Oh, well, don't talk about politics on YouTube. I mean, I had people tell me that going political on my channel would be a bad thing. So far, they've been wrong about that. So far, people are actually coming out in waves to my channel, more than I've ever seen. And I think that's because people are really appreciating that we're talking about this. And it should be okay. And we can disagree. I'm happy with people who are religious or who are Republicans or even Trump supporters coming out to my channel. So long as they're respectful, they can disagree with me. And I will always appreciate that. Everybody has a safe space here so long as you're respectful and civil. That's the American way. It's not the Democratic way or Republican way. It's the American way. All right, guys. Well, again, good job, Democrats. Great news, but let's keep it up for 2026. Y'all have a good day. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves.